We're into it finally. Mahi on, mahi kai. So here's our setup. 2 guns, my dive flag, my sack and my buoy, flippers, anchor rope. Got my jacket in here, also my mask and a bottle of water. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's beautiful. But what a magical day and what a beautiful place we're gonna be here. Oh, she's clean, she's luscious, she's looking delicious. Divine blessings. If you haven't figured it out yet, gratitude is the attitude, my whānau. So just a quick recap, whānau, make it up on this end. Most of the current in the swell is actually pushing up on that end over there. I thought best way that I might bump into some kingies is if I sort of jumped in here and swam on that direction, just swam up current to where majority of the pressure is on the reef. Because this is a real this is really like valley gutty terrain. I find like the kings sort of like to be like further to the outside of the reef. So I sort of like gapped it near the outer ways and just sort of moseyed along, just sort of kept a nice depth, made sure like I could just still make out the bottom but not be too shallow. And yeah, sure enough, that little school of 3 of them just rolled through, and this guy came in closer and he did sort of look like the biggest one out of all of them. So yeah, I put a shot into him and it was a little bit of a like a high shot. I wasn't in a very good shooting position, to be honest. Like I was still descending as he was swimming past, and I thought I'm gonna take the shot now because I don't want to muck around pretty much. So I took a shot straight through his back, and I thought, yeah, that's a pretty good holding shot. He took off, but he was in full power because I just shot him through the flesh, so he was in full power, and put up a mean fight. And as you saw, like as I was pulling him in, the spear had actually sort of ripped quite a bit of a gap in the flesh. And this has happened to me many times before, whānau, when you play a kingy and then it rips a bit of a hole in the flesh. And when you do go to pull it in, because he hasn't been damaged in his spine or anything, he's still full power. When you go to pull him in, he's always got that last little bit of kick left, and if you don't keep the tension on that flopper can come out so easily. It can just come straight out of that hole and he's swimming away damaged. And so I was like, I saw it and I was like, nah, I'm not doing that again this time. So I swam him over to my thing, thought about it again, and I thought, yep, nah, I'm gonna plug him with my second gun and just really make sure he's secure. So grabbed the second gun, first time using that gun. You would have seen I blummin' chucked it over top of him, boom, straight through the spine, and he was over. And I managed to get him in nice and clean without any struggle, and just primo execution.
Oh, there you go, Piggy! Look at this beautiful Piggy! Really on the whānau, look at that beautiful Piggy!
And now we've got kai for the whānau, HAKU in the bag. We've only been out here for about 30 minutes, 35 minutes. We're going to jump back in, see if we can get another one. And I want to set a couple of burleys to see if I can get a tamuri as well, because I just like tamuri. I like crumbed tamuri, it's just delicious. Mauri aroha, Mauri blessings, tēnā koe divine universe for this beautiful gift. I'm going to keep it in the water while I'm swimming around, so it's just send those sharks, those kaitiaki, some telepathic messages and say, not today my bro, not today, leave it alone my bro. But we're going to paddle over to where the buoy is, anchor up over there, and then continue our little hikoi along our little riku along the coast.